The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that John Finn Finnegan could get a clue about the new man in Hope Logan's life. B&B fans know Finn was livid when Hope seemingly threw herself at him in lingerie. However, Hope assured Finn and Steffy Forrester that the design office debacle wasn't what it looked like. Carter Walton has been Hope's fiercest defender lately, but she'll have another ally during the week of November 11 to 15. That's when Deacon Sharp will face off with Finn about what really went down at Forrester Creations. Of course, Deacon will rush to Hope's defense and insist his daughter is innocent. Although Hope was guilty of that drunken kiss at the Forrester party, she hasn't made a real move on Finn since then. Unfortunately, it seemed like Hope was plotting to make Finn her man again when she fell on him. Despite Deacon's efforts to convince Finn that it was a misunderstanding, Finn will remain skeptical. Nevertheless, this might be a good time for the wheels to start turning for Finn. Deacon may praise Carter for how supportive he's been of Hope and argue that he believes her about the confusion. Steffy has been questioning why Carter's so passionate about his defense of Hope, so Finn might start thinking about that too. What if Finn begins to realize maybe there's more than friendship going on between Carter and Hope? After all, Finn has played detective in other storylines, like when he figured out Ludanozawa was guilty and found Steffy locked in a cage. Finn also helped Deacon track down captive Shayla Sharp during the whole Sugar, aka Janet Weber arc, so he has a habit of unraveling mysteries. It's even possible Finn will spot Hope and Carter in a close moment somewhere eventually. Maybe Finn could visit Carter's loft to question him, and once again find Hope in lingerie. That could click everything into place for Finn and make him realize Steffy's indeed had it all wrong. Finn would land in a tight spot since he'd feel obligated to be honest with Steffy, but he also wouldn't want her thinking he's going against her. Although Finn is probably the last person who'd ever want to tell Steffy she made a mistake, he'd have no choice. Steffy might stand by her choice to fire Hope anyway, but it'd be interesting to see her reaction to Finn's curveball. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Hope and Carter's secret has to come out sooner or later, so stick with us for more predictions on who'll uncover the news and give Steffy updates. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Soap Spectrum. I am Emily here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Quinn Fuller has been mentioned a few times in the past few weeks. Quinn started being mentioned despite being off the canvas when Ivy Forrester returned and wanted to restart the jewelry line at Forrester Creations. Then, Quinn was brought up again a few times. It has us wondering if Quinn could come back just as Carter Walton wages war on the Forrester family. Keep reading and let's talk about what could happen next. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Rena Sofer's disappointing exit. B&B spoilers reveal that Quinn has been gone for a long time. However, fans were left confused and disappointed by Quinn's exit. Quinn didn't even say goodbye. One day, Quinn was there and still with Carter, the next she was gone. Carter said she just said it would never work or something to that effect. And that was that. B&B spoilers, Ivy Forrester's return. Just recently, Ivy showed up at Forrester Creations. Ivy mentioned she has been in LA for a few months now. Apparently, Ivy never left after her extended layaway, which led her to reconnect with Liam Spencer before Steffy Forrester Finnegan chased her off. Carter blindsided Steffy with a surprise meeting with Ivy and Electra Forrester. While Steffy initially rejected the pitch, Ridge Forrester later approved it. Quinn was mentioned at that time, but I didn't think much of it. After all, Ivy and Electra are restarting Quinn's jewelry line. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Hope Logan's romance. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Quinn has been mentioned a few more times since then, though. Carter talked to Hope Logan about how his romance with Katie Logan never really took off. Carter also talked about the controversial ED story with Quinn and Eric Forrester. While Hope and Carter's romance is still new, they are battling Forrester creations together. Hope has been fired and Carter is going to extremes to save HFTF, as well as get his own way. If Carter feels this strongly about SC's decisions, maybe he should start his own company. Going back to Quinn, she has been mentioned about half a dozen times in the past few weeks. B&B spoilers. Quinn Fuller returns? Carter mentioned he had a meeting with an investor. While Carter seems to be trying to change things from the inside, he could also get fired. If that happens, could Carter and Hope bring their idea to some familiar faces? What happens if Quinn returns and ends up battling Forrester Creations over their jewelry line? Quinn's new designs versus the woman she mentored all those years ago. It's about time the fashion house gets some competition. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates tease Hope Logan is feeling optimistic about her future once more, all thanks to Carter Walton. With a newfound determination, Carter declared his intention to track down Ridge Forrester and make an effort to reach him. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, a wrongful termination lawsuit? Hope might soon receive some troubling updates about her job, as if things could get any worse. Ridge is firmly standing by his daughter, Steffy Forrester, making it unlikely that he would agree to support Hope. Carter subtly suggested to Hope that all avenues might be explored, though he didn't clarify what could unfold afterward. It's evident that Carter has a contingency plan that could work in Hope's favor. The question remains, what will it entail? If Carter is unable to sway Steffy or Ridge to allow Hope to return to Forrester Creations, he might encourage her to consider filing a wrongful termination lawsuit. Carter is an attorney, although he doesn't often practice in court. But Hope has very good grounds to file, since the firing was personal. B&B spoilers. Carter Walton will lend his legal expertise. Naturally, Hope's decision to flaunt lingerie at work raises some eyebrows, and this could pose a challenge for Carter if she decides to take this route. One might contend that Hope's lack of professionalism warranted her dismissal all on its own. However, with Carter's legal expertise, he knows how to navigate the complexities of the law. It's possible that she could craft a compelling case for Hope, positioning Steffy as the enduring antagonist in this narrative. After all, it was Steffy who persuaded Thomas Forrester to head to Paris, leaving Hope's business in a precarious state. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Steffy Forrester has always hated Hope Lope. Carter may portray Steffy as someone who's been undermining Hope from the start, biding her time to eliminate her entirely. This wasn't the first time she tried to eliminate Hope's line. The underlying intention could be to persuade Ridge to reconsider his stance, hoping he'll back down upon hearing implied legal threats. If Ridge finds himself confronted with the looming threat of a lawsuit and a significant scandal, he might just change his mind and override Steffy's choices. One thing is certain, Carter is poised to escalate the situation with some daring actions in the near future, according to our forecasts. Steffy and Ridge should brace themselves for increased fallout. Upcoming teasers indicate that Carter is determined to restore Hope's career by any means necessary, so be sure to keep an eye out for what's next. He'll stop at nothing. The bold in the beautiful spoilers and rumors tease Zende Forrester confronts Steffy Forrester about the future. After this confrontation, Carter Walton is livid and delivers a shocking ultimatum. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Steffy faces fierce opposition. Our determined CEO has been facing a whirlwind of challenges as both Carter Walton and Zende rose to contest her recent choices. We've witnessed the growing bond between Carter and Hope Logan lately, and now the typically diplomatic COO is prepared to take a stand. Remember when Carter turned down Steffy's offer to assist in running the company, claiming he was already overwhelmed in his role? it seems he's now found the bandwidth to dive into this conflict. Even Eric Forrester has voiced his discontent with Steffy's latest decisions, and now Zende has entered the fray. With pressure mounting from all sides, could this create significant challenges for Steffy's leadership at Forrester? It's hard to envision anyone else stepping into her shoes successfully. B&B spoilers. Zende feels cheated, Hope feels bereft, Carter feels vengeful. Zende confronted Steffy, feeling cheated out of a future at Forrester because he was the main designer on the Hope for the Future line after Thomas Forrester left. Steffy offered nothing in the way of a job for another line, in spite of Zende being more of a Forrester than she is. She's a Marone. And the more bereft Hope feels, the more vengeful Carter feels, and Zende is catching up to him in anger. There's got to be something done. Carter couldn't even get anywhere with Ridge, his best friend for years, and even Brooke Logan couldn't get through to him. Zende aligns himself with Carter and Hope, because even though Eric's not happy with their decisions, he won't get in the middle and override them. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Carter's shocking ultimatum. Carter and Zende brainstorm because when Steffy fired Hope and canceled HFTF, several employees lost their jobs, not just Hope and Zende. Unfortunately, a chief operating officer, or COO, does not have authority to fire a chief executive officer, of which Steffy is one along with her dad. Carter's looking for any loophole in the company contracts that would allow him as COO to somehow override Steffy's decision. Finally, Carter comes up with an idea and an epiphany which leads to a shocking ultimatum. Carter realizes that Steffy has violated the law by firing Hope and canceling her line, and they can sue. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Electra Forrester seemingly has a stalker. The weekly preview clip for November 11 to 15, 2024 shows a young man with a wall full of photos of Electra. The young man is surrounded by high-tech equipment and computer monitors. It seems very similar to the scene that showed Sheila Carter Sharp when she learned of John Finn Finnegan's and Steffy Forrester Finnegan's engagement. Could Sheila and Remy Price be connected? The bold and the beautiful spoilers. New villain needed. B&B spoilers reveal that the show is lacking a real evil villain right now. Thomas Forrester has been redeemed multiple times and is now off the canvas. Luda Nozawa is behind bars and Sheila is reformed. Hope Logan bouncing from man to man might be sinful, but isn't exactly evil. So it seems that it's the right time for a new villain to be introduced. B&B spoilers. Electra Forrester's romance. Electra was introduced as the niece of Ivy Forrester. Electra seems to be getting a fresh start in lay. Electra and Ivy are now spearheading the jewelry line at Forrester Creations. Electra is also in a new romance with Will Spencer. In the weekly preview clip for November 11 to 15, Electra opens up to Ivy about her romance. Ivy asks Electra if Will feels the same way. Electra says that everything seems to be going well, and it's a lot better than what she left behind. The bold and the spoilers. Who is Remy Price? The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that in the preview clip for the upcoming week, a young man is seen at a computer monitor. The young man has a wall full of pictures of Electra behind him. The scene was eerily similar to when Finn and Steffy put their engagement announcement online, while Sheila sat at a computer monitor in a very similar way. According to Soap Opera Digest, the young man is actor Christian Weissman and is playing the role of Remy Price. B&B spoilers. Sheila Carter Sharp's son. Sheila's life is going really well right now. Sheila isn't scheming and throws all her energy into eerie decorating. Sheila has a legit job and is married to Deacon Sharp. Sheila wishes she could have a relationship with her son, Finn. However, Sheila seems to now accept that it will never happen. So could Sheila have an opportunity with a different son? Maybe Sheila can see the dark path her son is headed, and just maybe, she can set him right before it's too late. It would be a great storyline for a former villain, and Sheila needs more screen time, so stay tuned. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Steffy Forrester has backed herself into a corner on Bold and the Beautiful. Her dad may be supporting her decision, but it seems like nobody else at Forrester Creations is Team Steffy right now. If the Logan women join forces, does Queen Steffy stand a chance, or will she quit her own company? Here's what's happening next week on B&B. Spoilers ahead. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. The Forresters have no choice. Steffy Forrester demanded that her dad choose a side at Forrester Creations. She may have reconsidered if she knew the entire company was going to choose sides. Hope Logan might be out of the picture, but what if all of her friends and family leave with her? This is probably what everybody kept warning Steffy Forrester would happen if she kept letting her personal life take over her business decisions. Steffy clearly made an impulsive decision by firing Hope and didn't think through the consequences. What if everyone else decides to protest and walk out with Hope Logan? Bold and Beautiful spoilers say that as news of Hope's career going down the tubes spreads, no one will be pleased with Steffy's decision. Brooke Logan is ready to go to war for her daughter's job. Plus, Katie Logan seems pretty upset too. Zende Forrester is not happy about Steffy's move, for obvious reasons. If Hope Logan and HFTF are gone, where does that leave him at Forrester Creations? After being treated so poorly by his own family, no one would be shocked if Zende decided to join the Logan women in protest. He clearly wants Hope to come back to work, so he will still have a job. B&B spoilers. Steffy Forrester walks out. It goes without saying that Carter Walton is ready to hit Steffy where it hurts. Can Steffy keep her family business afloat without Hope, Brooke, Carter, Katie, and Zende? Bold and Beautiful spoilers hint Steffy's father and grandfather will realize that she has taken things too far, and their company is going to go down the tubes if this keeps up. But when they tell her they have to bring Hope and her gang back, will Steffy decide to quit Forrester Creations and walk away from her legacy? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers document that Carter Walton feels slighted and emboldened. The terse talk with Ridge Forrester opens the door to a mass exit from this famous fashion house. Carter believes his idea to expand Forrester Creations needs to be respected. He's rarely countered the family that runs the business but has spoken very pointedly to the company's co-chief executive officers. Ridge may soon be an ex-best friend. Steffy Forrester Finnegan doesn't know that Carter has fallen for Hope Logan. So Steffy believes Carter is purely influenced by Hope's latest need to be saved from herself. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Hexit in Los Angeles, California. What does Hexit mean? Hope is exiting Forrester Creations and will likely be followed by Carter and others. Zende Forrester appears primed to go next. But beyond the obvious, Carter and Zende, the designer who could easily accept a reassignment anywhere else in FC, more Logans are in focus. Brooke Logan is apoplectic. Yes, that's a deep overreaction because she knows that Ridge is in the dark about why Hope put on lingerie. But she can't help but to back Hope. So it's not a stretch to think that Brooke will financially back her daughter in a new business venture. Katie Logan might feel compelled to join her niece in a show of family unity. B&B spoilers. Steffy Forrester makes the call. Steffy has no regrets. She thinks that Hope was throwing herself at John Finnegan. That didn't happen, but Hope refuses to explain herself. Hope will have no reason to protect Carter if they leave FC shortly, but that would be a moot point if their relationship is exposed before that potential point in the plot. Wood's character felt compelled to exert her authority after giving Hope a second chance. If she hadn't, especially after the event she witnessed, Hope would not have learned a lesson Steffy wanted to teach her and did. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Ridge Forrester weighs in hard. As Carter said, he and Ridge are best friends, but Carter began questioning that status recently. and now Ridge is uncertain of their bond. Ridge will have to support Steffy unless Brooke tells him what Hope was doing in the design office before Finn walked in. Assuming that doesn't happen soon, or Ridge doesn't gain insight in some other way shortly, Carter will leave SC or be fired. This year, Eric Forrester might be less cheery and bright at the Thanksgiving table. However, it might take until the annual Christmas party sing-along in his mansion before all of the above plays out. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Steffy Forrester is feeling relieved now that she's finally forced Hope Logan out of Forrester Creations. There are no doubt some other cuts Steffy would like to make at the company, and we don't just mean Logan's. Steffy already had a problem with reviving the jewelry line since Ivy Forrester is running the show. Although Steffy was glad to see Elektra Forrester again, she wasn't as thrilled about Ivy's return. Despite Steffy's attempt to shut down Ivy's pitch, Ridge Forrester overruled her and made this jewelry line revival happen. Carter Walton feels like Steffy lets her personal issues get in the way of good business decisions. Will Steffy prove Carter right by trying to force Ivy out next? Getting Hope out of Forrester Creations could embolden Steffy and make her determined to eliminate any other sources of drama. If Steffy starts feuding with Ivy at the office on a regular basis, she might plot her cousin's exit from the company too. Elektra is Ivy's protégé and has learned a lot from her already. Ivy has taken Elektra under her wing, so her niece is learning fast, perhaps fast enough to take over as far as Steffy's concerned. It's easy to imagine Steffy wanting Elektra to become more than just Ivy's assistant. Steffy may put Elektra on the fast track to a promotion and insist she should be Ivy's equal. From there, Steffy could try to muscle Ivy out of Forrester Creations and let Elektra fly solo. Elektra might have some reservations about that since she doesn't have as much experience and values Ivy's expertise. Plus, Elektra truly cares about Aunt Ivy and surely won't want to betray her. It could leave Elektra tempted to quit if Steffy tries to put her in charge while casting Ivy aside. Steffy would inevitably get pushback from Ridge and Eric Forrester as well, but she may not let that stop her from scheming to cut Ivy loose. Regardless, our B&B predictions point to more conflict happening between Ivy and Steffy, so that could lead to some firing news if Ivy isn't careful. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Steffy may make some other updates to the Forrester team, so stay tuned. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Luna Nozawa may already be preparing a temporary insanity defense based on what she told Poppy Nozawa. Between that and Luna's contact with Bill Spencer, she may be planning on scoring her freedom sooner rather than later. After all, Bill has plenty of money he could throw at attorneys and even judges. It's clear that Bill is rich enough to buy Luna's freedom if she can stir up some compassion and get him back on her side. Of course, that doesn't mean Bill will start the romance Luna has in mind. Bill still has some residual fatherly feelings for Luna, but that's the extent of what he feels for her. Even so, Luna seems obsessed with the idea of making Bill her man and becoming the new queen of the Spencer estate. Could a secret partner ultimately help Luna try to accomplish her mission? Christian Weissman is joining the show as Remy Price, a guy from Elektra Forrester's past who's got an obsession of his own. Remy will come to Los Angeles on a mission to build a future with Elektra, but that's not what she wants at all. That means we've got two disturbing, fixated characters who may find they have a lot in common. What if Luna and Remy form a diabolical partnership down the road and work together to get what they want? Remy and Luna could strike a deal to help each other pull off their respective romantic goals. That could also bring the potential for Luna and Remy to fall in love along the way. Remy and Luna might ultimately find they're the perfect match considering they both have a sinister side. Maybe Luna and Remy could eventually team up to get revenge after their plans don't pan out. Regardless, our B&B predictions point to some exciting possibilities now that Luna's back in the mix and Remy's about to make his debut. The bold and the beautiful spoilers Remy and Luna will inevitably cause some chaos, so stay tuned for updates on all the shocking news ahead.